Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Just want to give a quick reading for the day or for the time or for the space or the energy that I'm in, okay? I already shuffled the decks. These two cards are already determined. And let's go on with the Crystal Oracle. We have Aquamarine. We have Five of Air. For the chakra, we have Expansion. For the Sacred Rebels, we have Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. And then we also have, for the Vice Versa Tarot, we have the 14, or the, what is 14? Is it Temperance? Is it Temperance? Yes, it's the Temperance in reverse, or that side, okay? So, and I got Temperance downstairs too in another reading on my other form that I do. Okay, so let me just get started with the Aquamarine, Five of Air. I see a lot of blue here, and then we have some red. Okay, Aquamarine. Let's see here. What is Aquamarine? Aquamarine is usually, you know, water. Moderation, energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion, feminine, goddess. Okay, it says whether male or female, you can overcome a current conflict. Let me get some Aquamarine out. These are Aquamarine, little pieces of Aquamarine. It says whether male or female, you can overcome a current conflict by reflecting upon and applying moderation, tolerance, gentleness, and compassion. These qualities are not a weakness, rather they are strengths. What is called for at present is greater compassion and tolerance, coupled with a little patience and gentleness. It is possible to resolve things in an amicable way to create a positive outcome for all concerned. Okay, so if you're going through some situations right now and you're at conflict with people, it's saying that there could be some compassion and patience and some gentleness that you could take with it so that you're more balanced out. And this, because this is feminine, and maybe you need to balance out with your more masculine, or maybe you're going against a masculine and you're using too much of your feminine and you need to just use some more gentleness and tolerance, okay? As you look back on this current episode, you will realize a valuable lesson. Compassion and tolerance are signs of maturity and strength of character. They are qualities that infuse all with love and light. Hello. Love and light, baby. Okay, so then the Aquamarine, and you have this blue here, this air, okay? And went right to it, Five of Air. So Five of Air is conflict is a good way to see my motives and intentions. I use this experience to grow into a more authentic version of myself. So those are still coinciding with each other, this conflict situation. So some people are going through conflict right now. You're having a conflict with yourself. You could be having conflict with a person, a situation, a group of people. And it says, it's not important to win. It's important to have integrity. Other people have different ways of thinking and may not always be in agreement with me. I open to this opportunity to live and let live. Okay, so sometimes it's that surrendering again and realizing that sometimes you don't win the battle, but you win the war. And, you know, maybe not so much thinking in a war aspect of things as well. Okay, and then we have more blue. Okay, so we went from tension and conflict to tolerance and gentleness to moderation to relaxing. People need to relax. Some situations might have you a little tense. And now we have the chakra of expansion, and that's a blue chakra. Blue is your fifth chakra, which is your throat, being able to speak. Okay? Someone's needing to say something. And this is the Sky God card right here, and it says, Sky God was seeking wise counsel to choose the color of the sky. He wanted the beings of earth to feel serene when they looked at his work. And blue is a tranquil color. That's why Aquamarine. Isn't it crazy how this all links up? Blue is a tranquil color. Okay. So other great spirits remind him to trust his intuition. He will know the right color when he sees it. Sky God trusts and sees the color clearly. Thus, the sky becomes sky blue. And the inspiration is seeking good advice is vital when you are pushing into new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams. This indicates possible changing your friends, okay? So anyone that's bringing negative energies towards you and they're not feeling that blue with them, you got to get rid of them. How can I create powerful alliances? Are new people entering my life? Wise counsel, fruitful collaboration, spiritual support, state of uncertainty, being guided, counsel, connections, and progress. Okay, expansion. So it's just saying, being tranquil and being open and speaking. Okay, so in your meditation, you might want to imagine that you believe to be impossible for you to achieve. Maybe your dream job, more money, a divine relationship. Can you imagine it? Repeat out loud. I know this is possible. I know this is possible. I know this is possible. Say this phrase until you believe it. When you're ready, let it go. I know your desire can be. It already is. Okay? I know it's possible. So if you're having a conflict and you want peace, and you see how this says freedom and peace, it resonates with me. So hopefully it resonates with you guys. Stay blue, stay in the blue, stay tranquil, stay calm, through conflicts and situations that may have you scared almost, And then 3, we have 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Okay, beyond the mind, the heart beats. Okay, and this is also 21 card, which is also 3, which to me is karma. Good and bad karma, but we're going to say good karma, right? Because that's what we are trying to manifest is good karma. It says, in the chaos of modern life and constant fluctuations of our mind, it can be difficult to remember that the sublime sanctuary lies within. Yet it is always there. Beneath the ceaseless activity, there is an endless, vast spaciousness that restores and connects us to something greater, something that exists outside of time. Some might call it eternity. Within that sanctuary, sacred sound is felt rather than heard. It's felt. Sound is felt rather than heard. The sacred sound is actually the reverberating heartbeat of the entire universe. Your own heart's rhythm sounds within the greater universal heartbeat. The totality of life, all your being, can be felt as one through listening to and feeling for the sacred sound of the heart beating within you. And I've noticed too, when I went to bed the last couple of nights and I've lay there, I can actually hear my heartbeat. I can hear it and I can feel my heartbeat. Your heartbeat is making a sound. It's like they say, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around, does this tree still make a sound? And it's like, yeah, it does. It still creates energy. Energy is sound. Sound is energy. Okay? And then it says, it is through this heartbeat that we experience a love that is more than preference or attachment. This is a love that inspires, energizes, and moves us to create, even beyond what we once thought was possible. Okay? And it says, your love for life, the need to feel alive and express yourself, and the quest for which is truly fulfilling. These are sacred urges that rebel against fear and promote passion for being alive. They flow through your body and can be felt through the beating of your heart. This oracle has a message for you. This is the way of the mind, which is to make mountains out of molehills, even when it thinks it is turning mountains into molehills. Then there is the way of the heart. It's a subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting through exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways, and responding to what is before it even occurs in the physical world. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The heart is like so much stronger of a muscle than the brain. But sometimes we let our brain, do all the work. And this is saying let your heart do it. Think with your heart and then speak it, and let yourself expand. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It is a different way to live and create. It is closer to the earth and to the source of life itself. It is not for those who are lacking in courage and trust, but you are not one of those. You are being asked to trust your heart and to drop into it. The mind is important, but it cannot supplant the heart. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. Let me repeat that again. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. That is, to create the spacious chamber of receptiveness into which the sacred rhythm of your heartbeat can resound. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within you know that you know what you want to do, and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and it plans to seem to agree in your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let me repeat that again. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has brought you struggle and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared and the appropriate outcome of the mind waving the white flag of surrender is imminent. Soon, if not already, you will finally be feeling that your heart is leading. Okay? Now, this one says for a healing process, it says to lie on your back comfortably with your hands on your heart and say, I love you. I trust you. You are beautiful and you are wise. You be in harmony with the greater plan of love. You are my guiding light. Okay? That's what you're supposed to say when you lay down and do a healing. And then rest your hands at your heart for several long, slow breaths, or however long feels good. Okay? And when you're ready to just go back to your day or evening, anytime you need to strengthen your connection with your heart's truth, drop into your heart's awareness by placing one of your both hands on your chest and over your heart and breathing gently. Okay? So some of us are just breathing, but we're not really living. We're not like breathing in the air, the oxygen, and really, we're just breathing in more stress. We're just like, we're getting tight and we're constricting up. And this is a card of expansion of your heart, And, before I told you, if you don't, you got to get your heart clear to keep working up the chakras, So, thinking blue, thinking relaxing, I feel like it's also going to help open your heart up, because a lot of your mind is receptive to colors. And colors like red makes your heart beat fast. But blue, I believe, is a color that can kind of relax you more. So I feel like maybe being around some blue, I feel like blue is going to be a powerful color today. Okay. So, yeah. So I feel like that's good for the mind and the heart because it's connecting. And the throat is between the mind and the heart. And then we have the Temperance. And this is just saying, across the river, the angel of temperance stands in gallows of the hanged man in the major arcana, which is number 12, but this is the 14, right? And the gallows is empty now. Perhaps the hanged man was influenced by the presence of temperance and no longer needed to remove himself from the mundane world. Or perhaps the gallows await the hanged man, and the angel of temperance is the keeper of this transformational place. Behind the angel are a white eagle and a red lion. Alchemic embodiments of elements of water and fire. Water and fire. Some of us might be dealing with some water. I know I'm a water And I'm dealing with some fire signs too. And then we have blue and red. So that's kind of interesting. Because this would be the front. Okay? But we're looking from the back. And you see where the hangman used to be, but the hangman's not there anymore. Okay? Behind the angel are the white eagle and the red lion, alchemic embodiments of the elements of water and fire. Temperance is the peaceful combination of opposites in perfect balance. Okay, so look, we have red and we have blue. Okay, and I feel like we have water here as well, and then you have like the fire and this one too. So I feel like that's super interesting. Sorry about that. Okay, and it says if you're getting this side in a reading from this viewpoint, you are looking toward the hangman's gallows. Okay, you're looking at the hangman's gallows there. The angel stands between you and the gallows, red wings spread wide. The eagle, the lion, the angel all seem to be preventing you, or at least cautioning you from undertaking an act of sacrifice. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. So when you're looking at the hangman's gallows, the angels stand between you and the gallows, the red wings spreading. All seem to be preventing you, or at least cautioning you from undertaking an act of sacrifice. Okay, so I really feel like what this is saying is the ego is, of course, there to help protect you in most instances, okay? So when I see this, I feel like if you're thinking from your heart space and you needing to speak, I feel like your throat chakra needs to be open so that you can speak up for yourself, all right? Because there is some type of conflict going on. It could be an external conflict, but it's just saying don't shy away from it. Stand up and speak your voice, but also come from a place of compassion, come from a place of peace, come from a place of trying to have a resolution and not try to engage in extra conflict, okay? That's why they're there, because when you see a lion, you're like, oh, I don't want to go that way, you know? You don't want to go towards making more conflict or making more mess, okay? So, with that being said, aquamarine is definitely going to be a stone to meditate with and ask for answers. I think this is a time to quiet your mind, especially if you're going through some conflict, and ask your heart, how can I expand? How can I get through this? What is the best outcome? Okay, and then make it happen. Don't procrastinate. Don't let your ego get in your way. Let your ego help boost you into making sure that you do protect yourself, that you do stand up for yourself, but at the same time, don't have an imbalance where you have too much masculine, not enough feminine, okay? So this is a time to use your heart and some of your mind, okay? And keep them in alignment. So, yep, I hope that helps you guys. Thank you so much. And like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And if you need some feedback or would like to give me feedback, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.